Grace Wetzel on my left, KK Chowana-Bandhu on my right, Westlake 2-1 in dramatic fashion over Newbury Park here at William Rolland Stadium at Cal Lutheran in a big first place Marmonte League showdown. Westlake remains unbeaten in the past 13 matches against Newbury Park since 2020. Just an incredible run of success. And in large part, I feel like, Grace, that the soccer gods rewarded you because you were so dangerous and so attack-minded. Even after KK scored the early one, you almost made it 2-0 right away. Just take me through what you recollect just about the composure that it took and what you saw in that winner.
Well, our entire team is just from the back line to our front line had so much energy all game. I mean, KK gave us a little extra energy boost with our first goal, and I just wanted to keep working, taking players on. I knew our goal would come. We were being dangerous the entire half, and eventually just at the end of the game, it happened to be that one just fell into our corner. I had a great ball. I think it was either from KK.
I think it was like Hailley.
Hailley, one of our outside backs. I had a great ball from them, and I just had to finish it last minute. And we worked so hard all game. It was meant to be tonight.
I mean, your two goals were like almost in the identical spot, and you placed it. You purposely went cross. On Carissa. Both times. Just in terms of, I feel like it was the reward that you ladies switched the field and switched the point of attack so well. A lot of times they were trying to go down line, trying to get the set piece, like Michelle said.
Yes.
Trying to take advantage of someone with the height of Addison Carr.
Yes.
And obviously they did on that one play. But but you ladies did such a great job the entire time of really forcing them to have to move laterally, and it seemed, and both times. You ended up free, and KK, I'll ask you in a second. You ended up free, like with nobody in front of you. Just how much of that was an emphasis to really force them to have to keep chasing and moving laterally against you ladies?
Well, they played a formation. It's a 4-4-2 formation. So going into the game, we knew that, and we knew that our outside backs, our wingers, were going to be open throughout the game. So our coaching staff, even prior to the game, was telling us, make sure you find that switch early. Make sure we use our center backs, our outside backs, and get that switch going, and eventually something will open up. And it did today, so we're very happy about that. Our game plan worked out, so we're really happy. Our entire team worked really hard. So,
KK, you ladies were in control of the entire first half, but such as this cruel game can be, sometime that you didn't have anything to show for it. Just what was the level of confidence and optimism at halftime, even though maybe one hadn't gone in already? It just seemed like if we just keep chipping away, doing the right things, staying true to who you are offensively, that it would eventually unfold, and it did.
Yeah, we have like such a good system. Frank, Brenton, and Michelle, they work so hard to prepare us every day and every game and every practice. So even though they couldn't be here, they were so upset that they couldn't support us on the field. And even up until the game, they were still talking to us and preparing us and wishing us good luck.
No surprise.
So they're so supportive, and we're really lucky to have the system that we do. We know a lot of people on the team are from Eagles, so we're all pretty close and we work pretty well together. But at the half, I think it's just same as usual. Just keep working hard, keep winning balls, keep trying to get the ball in the back of the net.
Absolutely. You shot it with such a low line, and obviously with a little extra English on it, that even after Chris got a touch on it, could you see as soon as it went off her hands that it's as long as it's tucks inside that post, it's going to keep rolling in my favor?
Yeah, I was trying to get some spin on the ball, and maybe the wind helped. Maybe there's a lot of defenders in front of her too.
Right.
Grace's was a little prettier than my goal. So
hey, they all end up on the scoreboard the same way. When I said 13 in a row unbeaten, 7-0-6, from 2020 to the present, I know there had been 3 consecutive ties. So not just because both of you were 3-0, but just enough of this tie nonsense. We especially with you ladies have such an amazing stretch where it's them, Oaks on Friday, and coming right back with them. So how important was it not just to beat Newbury Park because both teams were 3-0, but to really continue this momentum that you ladies have established, especially with Oaks and a rematch with them on the horizon?
It's so important for us. We have such a tough week this week, and I think every year we've had a week like this where it's TO, Newbury, and Oaks, and just aside from the fact that they're all really good teams, it's back-to-back games like that is really tough. So I'm really proud of the fact that everyone's able to carry through and push through.
Absolutely. KK had a chance to talk about it, just the maturity of this group, the leadership of this group. That Michelle by herself is one of the best coaches, not just in Ventura County in California, in America, and a veteran leader. But even without the entire coaching staff here, just your ladies' ability to say, hey, if we're going to wear the W, we need to go out and and do it the right way, and respect regardless of who's coaching us. How much does that speak to just the identity and the maturity and the leadership of this group?
Well, me and KK, we've been on this team for 4 years. We've been here since freshman year. We know what Frank, Brenton, and Michelle all expect for us. They expect the best from us and our team, and they trust us with this leadership role, and we just don't want to let them down. Frank and Brenton felt awful that they couldn't be here today, but at practice yesterday, they prepared us. They told us what we need to say to the team, how to motivate them, and we know as well how to motivate our team. We've gotten to know them really well over the preseason and season now. So I think this is a pretty tightly knit group, and especially as we're so young, so being the seniors, we do want to earn our younger players' respect,
right,
and just try to bring them up and try and give this team as much energy and just connection as possible, and learn how to play with each other since it's our first year all together.
Most definitely. Well, you did it in voice and performance, and for the first time since 2022, Westlake is 4-0 in their first 4 league matches. We know how that one ended up. That was a league championship, and obviously if they can survive Oaks on Friday and the rematch with Newbury Park next week, well on their way to another Marmonte League title. Grace, KK, fantastic job. Congrats.
Thank you so much.